Happy Football Friday and welcome football fanatics to this college football special right here on Tim Reynolds Show as we're going over the 2024 college football season and all the major changes that you need to know about because this upcoming season is going to forever change college football as we know it. And we're going to start out with the latest on the field changes for you guys as for the first time ever we are going to see helmet communications between the players and coaches in games as there will be a designated player with a helmet with the green dot as they will be able to communicate with their offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or head coach during games to help strategize and implement plays. And this is going to mean that we are not only going to have fast, but better college football play across the league, across the country this year. It's going to be amazing. And then we also see that colleges will be able to have up to 18 tablets on the sidelines for players and coaches to be able to review broadcast feed, replays, end zone cameras, and sideline cameras to be able to strategize and help them throughout the game, just like in the Pro League and NFL. This is crazy, and this is going to be awesome that all the schools are going to be able to have this and implement this to be able to help these players not only get better as the weeks go on and the games go on, but also to be able to get better in the middle of the game. We will also see a big push in the college football playoff this year as it goes from 4 teams to 12 teams this upcoming season, which is going to be amazing, folks. We're going to see so many underdog universities be able to get in and see the underdogs versus the top dogs as we see the top 4 seeds in the college football playoff will earn a first round bye at the end of the year, depending on where the rankings have them in 1 through 4. And then we also will see the number 5 through number 12 teams in the college football rankings face off against one another as the number 5 seed will face off against the number 12 seed and so on. We will also see those higher seeds be able to get home field advantage in the first round of the college football playoffs. Also, the semifinals and quarterfinals of the college football playoffs will be played in the New Year's Six bowl games, which is going to be amazing. These college football games are always fire, are always really good to watch, but this year it's going to be even more amped up. And I cannot wait for College Game Day on Saturdays to get us all ready for college football for this upcoming season. As Pat McAfee announced he is returning with Kirk Herbstreit, Lee Corso, and Desmond Howard, as all the boys are going to get back together to get us hyped up and ready for the college football season this upcoming year. And with 12 teams now being eligible to get into the college football playoffs, hey, guys, it's anybody's game this year, man. You can lose a couple of games and still be able to get in, as we're going to see many conferences are going to be able to get top seeds as far as the SEC, the Big 12, the Big 10, and we'll also see the ACC get those top seeds as far as those 4 big top conferences. And we'll have to see where the other small conferences follow in the seeding process as far as the college football playoffs go. But hey, we just got to see how the season's going to go, man, and how these teams play out and who's going to be the top overall ranked teams and who's just going to get in at number 12, because it's only going to be a couple more years before we could see this college football playoff expand to 14 teams or even more. And this has been some really good news to start out, especially for the on the field stuff, man. I'm really happy to see these tablets be implemented and these communication devices be implemented in the helmets, because this is going to help these young players out so much. The more information you can give these guys, the more things you can give these guys to be able to study and learn from, it's only going to make the play on the field that much better. And I cannot wait to check out these boys on the field this upcoming 2024 college football season, baby. Go Gators, let's go. And then, hey, we have 15 new schools and new conferences this upcoming year to go over, man. We see the ACC will now be 17 schools in their conference after adding Cal, Stanford, and SMU to their conference. We also see the Big 10 conference is going to be 18 schools big, as they have added Oregon, USC, the University of Southern California, UCLA, and also the University of Washington to their school schedules in 2024, as they are now going to be 18 schools big. Man, that's a lot of schools in the Big 10. Then we also see the Big 12 is going to have 16 schools in their conference after adding Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and the University of Utah. Man, the Big 12 is going to be stacked this year. Let's not forget about the SEC, though, too, man, as they're going to be 16 schools now in their conference with no divisions anymore, as we're going to be seeing the University of Oklahoma and the University of Texas join the SEC. Woo, boy, I cannot wait to see these guys go up against these bad-ass, high-flying, the top conference in college football, SEC players and SEC schools. Welcome, Texas. Welcome, Oklahoma. I hope you guys are ready for the football in the Southeastern Conference, baby. And hey, my Gators have the toughest schedule upcoming of any school in that conference this upcoming year, so I'm wishing them the best of luck. And hey, I cannot believe we have so many new schools at new places and new conferences this year. It's gonna be crazy. We also see the ACC added Army to their conference, and we also see that the conference known as the Pac-12, or Pac-2 if you will, with Oregon State and Washington State remaining in what's left of the Pac-12 conference, they will be playing a conference schedule, if you will, up against the Mount West Conference of their schools in the 2024 and 25 season. And then we'll get to you guys some off the field news for the NCAA and college football coming up that you guys all really want to know about. And that is the NCAA and its Power 5 conferences have agreed to directly pay players for the first time ever in their 100-plus year history. As we see, college football athletes will now be getting paid directly from schools, as the NCAA and its leagues have agreed to a multi-billion-dollar antitrust settlement in the federal antitrust cases worth over $2.7 billion and damages to be given to past players and current players. The NCAA and its leagues have also agreed to pay players in all of its parties roughly around $20 million to $30 million per year, given with these new NIL deals and everything else. So, which means these universities, especially the top tier ones, are going to be able to have some sort of a salary cap, if you will, from the NCAA, just roughly a new rule or guidelines as far as what these guys are able to do, because now the schools are able to directly pay their athletes for the first time ever. We will also see all athletes dating back to 2016 be able to be eligible to receive a share of a part of this settlement from the class action lawsuit. Once the cases are dealt, the schools will likely to begin sharing revenue in 2025. NCAA will now allow athletes to be immediately eligible to play no matter how many times they transfer. This is a rule that's definitely been up on the ropes for a lot of players in NCAA and a lot of coaches. They don't like it if a guy's able to transfer to certain schools or whatever. He's got to wait out a year or wait certain weeks to play again. So now the NCAA will allow any player who transfers to be able to be immediately eligible to play. And if he's not, for whatever reason, to be sidelined, he will get an extra year of eligibility. With the transfer portal being what it is, this is definitely a better rule for players and coaches going forward as far as how the transfer portal works. Now, this has been your NCAA football update, college football update on Tim Reynolds Show. Man, as the 2024 season is going to be electric and it's going to make history as we know it. The college football season, the college football that we know is forever gone. This is going to be new. This is going to be history in the making, as this upcoming season is going to be so different, unlike any other season that we've seen in college football ever. And I'm excited for it, guys. I cannot wait for this 12-team college football playoff, as we're going to see so many teams to be able to get in there and so many really good matchups to see at the end of the year. And I can't wait to check it out. So, hey, be sure to check out Tim Reynolds Show for more football content and sports entertainment content right here on Tim Reynolds Show. Man, college football's right around the corner, baby. I cannot wait for the 2024 season. I cannot wait for Pat McAfee, Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, and Desmond Howard and the boys on College Game Day to get us hyped up and ready on Saturday mornings. And I cannot wait to see my Florida Gators beat the odds and show everybody that we are still a contender in the Southeastern Conference. And I cannot wait to see all the other new teams and new conferences and how they're going to compete against all these new schools. And will we see the SEC still remain as the top conference for all of these college football playoff teams once we get seeding, once we find out the final rankings at the end of the year? Hey, I think they're definitely the conference to beat. SEC conference all the way, baby. This is Tim from Tim Reynolds Show. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Peace out, everybody, and happy Football Friday.